Here's what we're working on. It's my grill table, and I took the old boards off, and now I've mounted some rough sawn hickory, dickory, oak, oak. And the next thing we're going to do is use the Metabo angle grinder to just take some edges off, chamfer the corners, and just kind of clean it up a little bit more. It doesn't have to be perfect. It never was meant to be like a fine piece of furniture out here. Those are some old cedar legs that I milled a little while back. So let's get going on this. Hearing protection. EcoSense Man, one of my P1s. What I'm working on is my grill table. It's an old table I made a while ago. I put the grill there on it, and it sits on this side. here where the grinder is, here, and then there's my green egg, and it sits right beside there. So I need a workspace here. Anyway, what I'm doing is replacing the top. That's what I'm doing. So I took off some thin oak pieces that I had on there that were not even a ½ inch thick. They were all oak pieces, and they ran this way. And I took them off so that I could put some heavier duty wood on there, make it look a little nicer, make it look a little more even, but it doesn't have to be looking like a fine piece of furniture because it's going to live out here permanently year round. So that's what I'm working on. Making a mess on the deck. See? But I'll bring the blower out and we'll get that taken care of as soon as we're done. How'd I do there, EcoSense man? You know what I'm working on. You can get the convo going there as a moderator if you're sticking around. Appreciate y'all, and thanks for subbing. Jamal A. Back to work here. A lot of dust. By the way, my son, for my birthday, gave me these discs here. And you could call them, they're more like grinding discs because they take quite a lot of material off, as you can see. They're sharp, they have little teeth on them. And I have a set of them. So you can do different shapes. Actually, there's another one that has rounded edges on it. And maybe EcoSense man knows something about this and can let folks know in the chat there what I'm working with. He's pretty up to date on what I'm doing. Thanks for the likes. Thanks for the subscriptions. Hit the like. Hit the subscribe so you can get notifications when I'm working on stuff like this. Let's move this closer. I need more cord. Oh, it's really heavy. Let's take that off. I don't need more weight. Going this way. There we go. A little bit more. Yeah. Matado. What do you think? Should I take some of this rough edge? This is the back side of it. Should I take some of that off or just leave it as is? You won't see it. Got to get that cleaned up real professionally. Front looks pretty good. I think I got to break that edge too, because this is the front. As you can see, we got the essential bottle opener here, which doesn't get used too often because we're drinking out of cans usually. Soda, of course. All right, let's keep going. Looking better though. So I had some really, this was pretty high here, so I just blended it in here to this surface. I could take a little more here. But looking better, looking better. And then I'm going to use a teak colored stain on it. That's what it's called. Outdoor. It's actually a deck stain that I put on it. Same color as this. A little bit more here. It's getting hot out here on the deck. It's like 90. Looking good. Real quick, always professional. Thanks for joining. Had quite a few people online there. It is my grill table if you're just joining. I don't use a big grill, just this little one, because when you're cooking for two, you don't need a giant grill out on your deck. It just wastes space and you know propane. So, and I have a big green egg, so that's the other reason. I just needed a little gas grill. So this is the table I made for it a few years ago, and I'm upgrading it, improving it. And what I did is used hickory, oak pieces. Let me do that again. Hickory, oak, and oak. Because it's all I had. It's all I had in the shop. Actually, I might have had some other, but it was under a bunch of other stuff and it was quick. And this is what I put together. Thanks for joining. And when it's all done, I'll clean up and I'll put the grill on it. But in the meantime, it's lunch. Thanks for coming in. Peace out. See you on the next live stream. Appreciate y'all. I really do. Channel's growing, and so like, subscribe, get the notifications, and come back and see me. Bye-bye.